Hi guys, welcome back to Paxton's Reading Corner. Today we are going to be reading a very good book about an oak tree. It is called As an Oak Tree Grows, written and illustrated by G. Brian Carraz. Let's get started. As an Oak Tree Grows, written and illustrated by G. Brian Carraz. On a sunny late summer day, a young boy planted an acorn in the ground. Later that year, an oak tree sprouted up from the earth into the air and the light. Oh, I forgot to show you the first picture. It's a really nice one. These illustrations are beautiful. Very beautiful to me. And later that year, an oak tree sprouted up from the earth into the air and the light. Each fall, it would shade its leaves, and in spring, new ones will grow. Each spring, new ones will grow. Each fall, it will shed its leaves and grow. Each spring, new ones will grow. I think all these illustrations are just so beautiful and so detailed. Like it looks like real life is happening. The boy no longer lived here. New people came and made their homes around the oak tree. They cleared the hillside where the forest once stood. The wood was used for building and to burn in fireplaces. But the oak tree was left standing. Guess this must be a very important oak tree to them. I love how detailed these are, man. The oak tree had room to spread wide, and it grew upward and outward. Sometimes snow was very heavy on a branch and it would break off. As the oak tree grew and everyone and everything was on the move, children grew. Some stayed to work on the farms and others left to work. In factory, ships came and went. Large engines rumbled along steel rails. Birds chirped in the oak tree. Birds perched in the oak tree to rest from long migration. Some stayed and made new homes, and others flew on. More people arrived and built new houses and buildings. That started with one tiny acorn. And look at it now. It's taller than a house. In real life, acorns take hundreds of years. So if you planted it at like my age, you'd be, I don't know how old you'd be, but you would definitely be somewhere in your 70s or 80s by the time it was that big. Some years little rain fell. Hills and fields were dry. Where trees had once stood and shaded the ground from the sun's rays, the oak tree's roots stretched far underground. The water as its leaves wilted. Farms conserved what little they had for thirsty livestock until the rain fell again. See how big it's getting? It's getting bigger and bigger every single page. Electricity came through wires. The wires strung over hills, through valleys, It powered street lamps and homes. The land twinkled with lights and stars as stars faded into the night sky. See? Got a little bigger. Just a little bigger every day. Teeny, weeny bit bigger every day. The oak tree grew slowly and steadily, while while all around it life speed by. People rode in cars to go to work and visit friends, to go shopping, or just for a drive. See, it got a little bigger. Just a little bigger. Now it's almost the size of the full page. Wow. That thing is getting really big. Whoa. The air was filled with jet controls and radio waves, and sound waves of beeping cars, barking dogs, zooming motorboats, whistling trains, and music. Look how big it is now. Whoa! That is a big oak tree. Remember at the beginning of the book, it started with one tiny little acorn. The oak tree is 200 years old. It has shaded leaves and grown new ones every year. 200 years old. So that little boy planted that tree oak 200 years ago. Animals, birds, and insects have made homes, and its folds and holds and branches. See, look. It started with one tiny little acorn. That's after 200 years. The boy's dead, but his legacy still lives on from this tree. The oak tree, with its strong roots and trunk and limbs, has survived many storms over its lifetime. Now a fog rolls and a big storm is on the way. Yep, it has survived many storms. In 200 years, I bet it survived millions of them. The storm is powerful and the oak tree split in two. It does not survive this storm. The oak tree died after 200 years of living. I mean, decently good life. People come to look where the great oak tree once stood. The tree is cut into pieces to be used for furniture, firewood, and mulch, I think. Bye-bye, oak tree. That acorn was special. A new day dawns once again. The ground is warm and welcoming as a new oak tree grows. A stump of the old oak tree. Looks like a heart. And that was the end of today's book. Hope you liked it. See you guys next time. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Bye, guys.